So if you eat meat, then I want you to help me understand some things about your opinions on vegans and veganism. I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and this is your chance to tell us what's up and make your voice heard. So first off, there are 3 different kinds of meat eaters out there, and this part is key, so please make sure that you hear this. Type number 3 is troll. Ready to hate on vegans every single chance they get. Type number 2 is indifferent. Not really a vegan hater, but just doesn't really want to talk about it all that much. And type number 1, the best kind in my opinion, is open-minded. Not necessarily going vegan themselves, but totally accepting of it. Now, whichever kind you are is totally fine with me. All are welcome here. But here's why the types matter so much. When you leave your comment at the end, I need you to start by identifying which type of meat eater you are, just so we know where you're coming from. The information that you're about to give me right now will be massively helpful for me personally as I build this channel, but you're also helping out the entire vegan community by explaining some things that we really need to know. So thank you in advance for taking this seriously. We actually need your help. All right. On to the questions. Question number 1, what is your perception of veganism as a concept? Now, in your answer, please outline your opinion of the idea of veganism. Just the idea. The idea that minimizing animal suffering itself is a good one and nothing else. Now, do you agree or disagree with that proposal? Understanding, of course, that animals have nervous systems and can feel things like pain and emotions. Now, do you agree or disagree that it would be cool if animals suffering less is a good thing? And why? Question number 2. What is your perception of vegans themselves? In your answer, please discuss only your ideas on vegans, not veganism. That was the last question. We're talking about vegans only now. Whether you know a vegan personally, or how they're portrayed in the media, or just the mental picture that comes to mind when you think of vegans, or anything you'd like to discuss about the people who are vegan themselves. One of the things that comes to mind for me is the scene in Parks and Recreation. It's like right around the time that they go to the vegan bacon cart where the guy tries to give him the vegan bacon to sample and they keep throwing it in the garbage. There's one scene around that time where Ron is standing there. He's close to the camera, and there's a guy behind him. It's like a white dude with dreads, and he's shoveling something like almonds into a sack, and Ron just looks at the camera and he goes,
"Nature is amazing."
But when I think of how vegans are portrayed in the media, something like that comes to mind. And please hit the like button so even more meat eaters can answer these questions. Thanks. All right, on to question number 3. How can vegans spread their message better? In your answer, talk about how a vegan could actually get you bought into a conversation about veganism. What can we do to move you towards open-mindedness and into a respectful dialogue where you actually hear us out? Or is that next to impossible? Any answer is acceptable here, but please do justify that answer. All right, question number 4. What would make you go vegan? Tough one, I know. Is there anything in the entire world that stands even the slightest chance at all at making you go vegan? And please don't say nothing. Please do a little bit better than that. Really dig deep here. Give me a genuinely honest, well thought out moonshot scenario in which somehow you turn vegan. Literally any scenario is fine with me, just as long as it's realistic somehow. It could be totally outlandish. I don't care. But just as long as somehow in this world, in this universe, you go vegan because of... and then type that in your comment. Thanks for being a good sport. All right, question number 5, and really dig deep on this one, all right? Deep down, do you actually understand why vegans go vegan? Even if you hate the vegan argument, if you hate the thought of it, or if you'll never change, do you understand that we're just trying to make animals suffer less? We want living, breathing, feeling creatures to not shit their pants every day of their miserable lives because we like the way that they taste on the plate with barbecue sauce. It's just a little guy. They spend their entire life being tortured and suffering for you. And they did that for me before I went vegan. And then one day, I woke up to it. Every day that you laugh, every day that you smile, every day that you enjoy your life, that thing is waiting to die for you in the worst conditions you can possibly imagine. They are suffering and wasting away and hating their existence. And at some point, they'll go to the slaughterhouse and be killed for you just so you can enjoy the way that it tastes. Now, the heart of this question is, does that concept make sense to you? Do you look at what I just explained and say, something about that does suck. We just prefer that that not happen, that's all. And we prefer that we minimize that. And it's just that simple. So my question is, do you understand that? I hope so. And honestly, I do appreciate you being here and giving us this helpful information so I can just understand. All right, so you made it. Here's your only action item. Please answer as many of these questions as you possibly can. And remember to keep your comments honest and respectful. You can find that happy medium there, please, if you don't mind. And remember, the first thing in your comment should be which type of meat eater you are. So please do include that. The types are on your screen right now to jog your memory. So pick the one that is you and start your comment off with that. Now, if you're a troll, bro, lay it down for just this one video. Here's your chance to give me truly valuable feedback, so please don't waste your precious life and your voice and your time just trolling. This is your opportunity to supersede that and actually add something meaningful to the conversation. I'm a cool vegan, all right? And I would really appreciate you being a cool meat eater when commenting. So please go ahead and contribute in an actually meaningful way. And if you're not a troll, awesome. Thank you so much. I am super interested in what you have to say. Also, bonus here, if I make a response video that includes your comment, I'll shout you out as a thank you to my 14 subscribers for participating in this little study that I'm doing. Super scientific, but I definitely appreciate it. Remember, do something that makes the world a better place this week. People need you. All right, watch this awesome video next. Check out the merch link down below, and I will see you next time.